Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is a great day. Today is a great day. Today is a great day. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning. Today is a great day. Mental health and physical health directly align. I am strong. Good morning, Austin Little. You are first. I am strong. I am happy. I am healthy. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm on a path led by God. I'm committed. I am determined. I am healthy. I am happy. I am healing. I am growing. I am mindful. I am present. I am somebody. I am a messenger. I have purpose. I am proud. I am better than I was. I am the change that I will see in the world. Shout out Metric Sphinx. Good morning, DJ Reek. Today is a great day. Today is a great day. Today is a great day. I'm grateful for my creator. I'm grateful for my breath. I'm grateful for my friends, my family, my lockler, my chat, my bed, my house, my food, my water, my coffee. I'm grateful for each moment that has led me here. I'm grateful for my successes. I'm grateful for my failures. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for my foes. I'm grateful for my supporters. I'm grateful for my haters. I'm grateful for Jeff VQ. I'm grateful for DJ Reek. I'm grateful for Austin Little. I'm grateful for my cats. I'm grateful for my job. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my ability to walk. I'm grateful for my past, my present, and my future. Today is a great day. Today is a great day. Today is a great day. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the first three people to the live stream experience. Austin Little, DJ Reek, and Jeff VQ. Welcome. What's on the to-do list today, Hundo? I got work at 9, and then I got physical therapy at 2, and then I got grocery shopping at my physical therapy ended about 3, grocery shopping, and then come home, cook and eat, and that's it. Rest day today. I'm trying out a new split of working out every other day. Trying out a new split of one day on, one day off, one day on, one day off, with abs and cardio every day. So we'll see how that works. It just seems like with a little bit more rest, I get better pumps and better. My go-to grocery store, Walmart. Walmart, with Food Right in between. I don't like to do full shopping sprees at Food Right because, bro, I ain't got that much money. But Walmart, yeah. I go crazy at Walmart. I might even do a Walmart delivery or an online order so I can pay with um, that online credit money I've got. Anyways, today is a great day. So recently, the topics we've talked about has been purpose, commitment, composure, and stress management, and finances and finances and how to grow finances. Penny, being needy. Yeah, my shoulders. Yeah, I got sleeper shoulders. DJ Reek, Humboldt, Humboldt or Dyersburg is where we normally go. Yeah, but not as expensive as our local grocery store, bro. Trust me, Robbie. But I got sleeper shoulders. I was actually kind of wowed at how big the purpose, commitment, stress, finances, next step, knowing what's good for you or not. Okay. So we can talk about our moral compass, DJ Reek. Morals. We'll talk about morals. All right, Ray. I am on a cut, bro. I'm just not really doing it very fastly. Yeah, that's your moral compass, DJ Reek. Metric Sphinx. I am the change that I will see in the world. I said that this morning and thought of you. Who hurt this man? So we can talk about our moral compass. We can talk about our moral compass. Who knows what a moral compass is? We want a definition of a moral compass. The moral compass is, first we'll define morals. Morals is what you have determined is good or bad, right or wrong, healthy or unhealthy, helping or not helping. That is your morals. If your morals are intact, you know exactly what you have deemed as good and bad. So, a compass points you in certain directions. North, south, east, west. Good, bad, in the middle could be, So your moral compass is what you have in your body. It lets you know which path is going to lead you to good, which path is going to lead you to bad. I feel like I had to grow my moral compass. Morals, yeah. I know a topic for that. Who agrees with what Walter White did in Breaking Bad? That's a good one. You look like my cousin who has a real job. We're talking about our moral compass. That's what's going on here, Atlanta May. This is a health and fitness based stream. All right, bro. This is a health and fitness based stream, guys. Mental health and physical health directly aligned. That's my message. And right now we're talking about our moral compass. Who agrees with what Walter White did in Breaking Bad? Would you do something that's inherently bad, that is hurting other people to help your people? Itachi. That's another good one. Crimson Diamond. That's another good example, actually, of Itachi. So, would you... It goes back to that old age-old question, So, that brings up the old age-old question. Would you steal bread to feed your family? Walter took it too far. I agree. What do you mean there's no middle? In the Christian beliefs, Christian views is that sin is sin. Is that no two sins are all sins are judged equally. Hello, Irby Roy. Itachi had to make a choice. Itachi had to choose the Leaf Village, or Itachi had to choose his family. Itachi chose. Itachi's moral compass was honestly, from that moment on, was intact. He knew what his goals were. He knew what he was going to do because he believed it was right. Leg's been doing all right, Edward. It's getting a lot better. Holy Spirit, moral compass. That's your moral compass. Okay. Really, I'm interested in here. That's what I'm saying. Your moral compass. Would you, would you harm somebody else to help somebody you love? Is that right or is that wrong? If that's the only way, I don't think that's right. I think that you're causing more harm. Good morning, Daniel. Mental health and physical health directly align. They really do. They really do. So how my moral compass is set up, is I know that helping myself for the most part is good. Taking care of myself for the most part is good. Not really relying on just anybody else too heavily. Not putting too much burden on somebody else. Like for my mental health, I can't put that burden on somebody else. I can't put my mental health in the responsibility of somebody else. Because for me personally, can't speak for the rest of the world, but I can probably speak for the most of the population. Exercise and good, healthy foods or good fuel that you put into your body, that with healthy exercise does a lot for your mental health. It makes it very easy, much easier to be mentally stable. At the least, that's the lowest you'll go, really, is about mentally stable. You won't be mentally unhinged. You'll be mentally stable, right? When your body and mind are healthy. When your body is healthy, it's going to be tough for you to go unhinged. Sacrifice yourself for the greater good, or turn a blind eye and let chaos ensue. Feel your hunger, don't fill it with crappy foods. Right. Today is a great day, Davarai. So, my moral compass normally points to take care of yourself, Josh. Take care of yourself. Helping yourself is indirectly helping the people around you, and they don't even know it. No. Penny, no. Penny. No. Down. That cat does not listen. Whatever, bro. That cat does not listen. So, where was I, man? I got distracted by this cat. Where was I? Morning, Meepster. I don't, Austin Little. October 11th. I don't, but I probably will. But I think I will. Oh yeah, not letting your mental health fall on someone else. Yeah. I think that's a very important thing, is that to not, even in your relationships, sometimes you might lean on them a little bit, but not, I wouldn't put somebody as like, okay, as long as they're here for me, I'm fine. You got to be there for you. I use Naruto as an example all the time, bro. He didn't have anybody there for him. He had people come along the way, but he had to come. He had to. He had to. He had to do it on his own. You know, he had to take care of himself. That's what he had to do. Sasuke is more than narcissist, right? But by doing that, he made everybody worry about him. He wasn't really taking care of himself. He was putting himself in harm's way. Right. So I think that you as an individual are responsible for your own mental health. Yes, people can help you and they can point you in the right direction and stuff, but they can't do it for you, not for long. And that means, yes, other people can make you happy, but happiness isn't the goal. Mental health means mental stability. So health doesn't mean happy. Good mental health does not mean happy. You can honestly be very neutral but be mentally healthy. Many parts of my life, I'm neutral. I'm not, hee hee ha ha, oh, life is amazing. But I'm not like, oh, I just want it to end. You got to get me out of here. I'm in the middle. I'm neutral. I'm calm. I understand that happiness will come and sadness will come and happiness will go and sadness will go. But I have this baseline that Are you a psychologist? Yeah, I don't think so. Hope you make good money off your videos. This is a good time to bring up my messages. Mental health and physical health directly align. Helping yourself helps the people around you. And my question is, what color is your parachute? I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a licensed psychologist, but I think in a psychological type of way. I've taken some psychology classes in college. I'm not a psychologist. It's also a great time to bring up my financial goal of the stream is $20 donated. If I can make $20 a day off YouTube, I'm doing just fine. Shout out to everybody who has supported me financially in the past, and then we'll get back to our mental health conversation. Yes, that's what we're here for, Adranus. Adranus gets it. Thank you for that, Adranus. Right now, I don't need a badge to speak common sense. Don't need a badge to speak common sense, right? Don't need a badge, don't need a certification to talk with my community. So, where were we? The difference between happiness and mental health. Really, I think the goal is to strive for mental stability. Mental stability is the goal. To find gratitude in life, to affirmate yourself, to be able to maintain amounts of stress without it blowing you up. When stressful things are going to happen in life, but they don't have to blow you up. W. Daniel, 8 months of a member of this channel. Thank you, Daniel. Stress doesn't have to blow you up, is the thing. And if you can find mental stability, stress won't blow you up. You'll be able to deal with it. You'll be able to filter through it. This started with moral compass, though. This started with our morals. Where do you think we get our morals from? Do you think everybody has a moral compass in their head? I think everybody is born with what is right and what is wrong. I don't think so. I think it's learned. I think it's developed. I think it depends on where your values lay. A lot of values rely on religion or old books or these books that people have written. Hello, Earthshake. That's not Shellby, DJ Reed. Mm-mm. I don't think people are born with it either, because you watch babies. Babies will smack you. Babies will cry just because they want attention. Babies will, young toddlers will wreak all types of havoc. They will tear up somebody's property just because. I don't think we're born with the moral compass. I think it's learned through discipline of your parents or your community, people around you, whoever's around you. They discipline you and you learn along the way. You're going to do wrong, and then you're going to get punished, and then you're going to say, okay, I probably don't need to do that anymore. Yes, you're a product of your environment. You're a product of your environment. That's where your moral compass comes from. And then as you get older, I think you're more of a product of yourself, of what is right and wrong from those developed things. And now maybe you get to decide now of if that was right or wrong. So I was raised on certain values. Some values I still agree with, some values I don't. Hello, Kyan. Oh man, Kyan. I don't really like that flag, bro. Can you change your profile picture, Kyan? I don't want somebody in here I just don't want the political, bro. I just don't want the political tension, man. I don't want the political tension, bro. I know that everybody has their views on this stuff, but bro, I don't want the political tension. Can you change your profile picture, yes or no? Yes? Okay. Let's change the profile picture. T-Diets, I'm not talking to you, bro. I'm talking to Kyan. You can stay in this chat if you can change your profile picture, Kyan. Kyan is testing me. Is this a test? Here we go. I can't tell what that is, but is that better? Is that better? Kyan? What's up, Vegan Gains? Big fan, bro. Pretty far away from that. Hello, Maria. Sorry, I was worried about Kyan. I think I'm from the moon, Maria. Kian. Oh, okay. Hello, Spency Cat. To the point of the stream where people just start trolling and being wild. Mental health and physical health directly aligned. Like we stated earlier, no, I'm not a psychologist. I'm basically just a gym bro. I'm basically a guy who fixed his mental health and grew mental stability through physical activity. Hello, sir. Can I interest you in some facts about Judaism? What do we think, chat? Do we want to listen to facts about Judaism? Yes or no? Good morning, Artemis. Welcome. Today is a great day. Today is a great day. Today is a great day, Artemis. How are you? No? Matt the vegan. Hey, somebody was just talking about vegan gains a while ago. Sure, one fact that we probably don't know. We talked about our moral compass today, Matt the vegan. We talked about our moral compass, where our moral compass comes from. And that's about it. Tips on coping with severe angry outbursts and emotional paranoia. I think you should release your tension. So severe angry outbursts comes from internal tension. I think you should release that with exercise. The emotional paranoia, you might need to get into a healthy morning routine and have a pretty structured routine, so that way you're not as stressed out about what might happen. Yes, that's right, Adranus. That's right. That's right. I talked about with my girlfriend about this. Wow, you are smart. Are you a therapist? No, but I've been to therapy a few times. So hello, Heather. So I had a conversation with my girlfriend about this, Adranus. Looking good and being healthy is very different. Looking good and being healthy is very different, because to look good, normally, unless it's steroids involved, normally you have to have a phase to where you were very healthy, right? But to maintain looking good, you don't have to be healthy. So it can fall off. So now you could eat terribly, but your body still maintains a pretty good shape, a pretty aesthetically looking thing. But the thing about your mental health is it's not what you did 5 years ago. It's not what you did last year. Your mental health does not really rely on what you did last year. It's what you've been doing in your daily life. So you can look really good, but for the past couple months have been doing very bad things, and your mental health will fall far, and your physical health will fall far, but you still look good. And there's also ways, very synthetic ways, to grow your muscles in your body to where you look good, but you're not being healthy, really. Right, it just happens to be that some vegans are gay. I don't know of any personally. It's just what? It's funny, bro, but I can't let it go through. Thank you, Robbie Spears. I've been working on them. Okay. Back to what I was saying. So I had to talk to my girlfriend about this. She has in her mind, she misses very often. Does she miss the whole point of my message? Like, and it kind of bothers me. I'm like, honey, you've been around me for 8, 9 months now. Like, we've been dating for over 6 months now. And you still think the goal of my YouTube channel and my message and everything is that, like, look good, feel good. No. No. She still thinks that my main goal is to look good. Pop the question. Yeah, that's what she thought, Artemis. That's what she thought the other day. Like, she's like, you can't tell me that your main goal isn't to look good. And I said, it's not. I said that, I mean, I tell you this all the time. The message of my channel, Mandita, is mental health and physical health directly aligned, to spread awareness about that fact of life. That's like, I know, Artemis, it kind of bothered me a little bit. I met my girl right about a year of working out solid. I was on my second bulk, so I met her when I was kind of fat. I was strong, but I was fat. I know it's deeper than look good, feel good. That's what I try to tell her. I think she was just, I don't know. She just gets to feeling insecure about how she looks sometimes, and then she, like, thinks that I don't understand because all I care about is how good I don't know. Yeah, I got a kitten in my lap. She's being really needy right now. I got your leg hung, don't I? Penny. She bites so much. All she does is bite. I summoned a summon. Her name is Penny. Okay, bro, let the cat take it from here. Talk to him, Penny. Where did you find Penny? My neighbor. My neighbor had some kittens, and we got them from our neighbor. Yeah. If you think it's enough, Harry, then it's probably enough. Depends on what your goals are. If your goals are just to stay healthy, probably so. I am in a state of mental clarity, and I am in a state of promoting a healthy message to all who come in contact with my channel. Cat stole the show. Yeah, me too, Miguel. That's why the donational goal of the stream is $20. If I make $20 a day off YouTube, I'm doing just fine. Mental health and physical health directly aligned. But the goal of this stream, the goal of my whole working out and everything, is not to look good. I explained too. I was like, honey, you met me when I was fat. I was fat. It wasn't one sign of abs. Neck and face fat. Like, I wasn't vascular with no veins, nothing. You met me when I was fat. Like, and 3 months before I was fat, 3 or 5 months before I was fat, I looked better than I ever have in my life. Where I was shredded. So you really think that my goal is to just look good? No, I sacrificed the looking good. I sacrificed the looking good so my workouts wouldn't get stagnant, so my brain wouldn't get stagnant, wouldn't get bored. No, don't do that, Artemis. I really don't even want her to know that we talked about this. That's my battle to fight. Yes, I have a bunch of before photos, Harry. You have to stalk my channel a little ways. Okay, so I've got a long form video of my progression, my gym progression so far. It's probably like 6 months ago now. I was never fat, DJ Reed. Go watch that video. It's got some nice anime hard style too. This last bulk, yeah, I stayed kind of lean, but not really. What made you want to change? It was about 4 years of terrible decisions, man. 4 years of ignoring my moral compass. Just a buildup of degeneracy, I would say. A buildup of a degenerate lifestyle. I don't have any kids. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I had a. Yeah, that's part of it, Mandita. That's part of it. Your stomach's gonna hurt, and you're gonna feel sluggish, but I am becoming father status, aren't I? I was thick. I definitely had dad bod. I imagine that first week was the hardest week of your life. Nah, not really, because so I had been working out before I really locked in on my change. I'd been working out very mediocrely, Neural Cult, for about 4 or 5 months. I had been working out but just like a couple days a week, and just like And then when I decided to actually do it, I just worked out with a purpose. I found purpose. Is the thing is that before I was just aimlessly wandering through my workouts, and when I finally decided to lock in, I found purpose in my lifting. And then once you find purpose, it doesn't feel hard. You feel like you're meant to be there. You feel like you're doing it for a reason, so it's not hard. Yes, I created structure through purpose. Yes. Yes, exactly. Neural Cult. And if you can find your purpose, if you can find the reason why you're in there, and it's, make it hold enough value in it that nobody can knock you off your course. I mean, it's not easy, because people are going to try to knock you off your course. People are going to try to tell you you're doing it wrong and that what you're doing is not going to work. But that's for you to find out yourself. That's not for people to tell you. That's for you to decide for yourself. People are going to say, oh, that exercise isn't good for you, bro. Don't do it. Bro, let me lift. They're going to say, oh, you're not doing it right. That's for me to find out, man. And yes, it's tough to listen to people. Some people you're going to want to listen to, some people you're going to not. And that's for you to decide. It's not easy. Okay, this is a very good quote I got. It's not easy, but it is simple, Neural Cult. It's not easy, but it is simple. It takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of effort, but it doesn't take rocket science. It's literally just moving your body to a point of stress. It's moving your body to a point of uncomfortability. It's pushing as hard as you deem necessary, and then a little more, just to be sure, consistently, every day, or multiple. I mean, honestly, I do light cardio every day. One, because my knees messed up, but I was never like a runner. I was a walker. Walking and riding the bike, and then lift weights hard. So I had a hard style of exercise, and I had a manual labor job. So yes, it wasn't like super intense work, but it was steady movement. It's steady movement, and it's being mindful and getting your body moving and not letting yourself get too stagnant. Be working towards something. So what color is your parachute? That's how you find purpose. The hardest part, I think, is finding that purpose. It takes a while. Why do you want to be healthy? Why do you want your energy levels to be higher than they are right now? Why do you want to build and grow something? What color is your parachute? That's my favorite question. I learned this from therapy. What color is your parachute? I think of it as a metaphor. Life's a free fall, right? Yes. Cardio is very essential, Christian. Cardio is very essential. So, life's a free fall, right? There's an inevitable part of life called death. Without life, there is no death. Without death, there is no life. So, the moment you're born, that's you jumping out of the plane. Really, you get pushed out of the plane because you didn't choose to be up there. You get pushed out of the plane. And as you're falling, you have decisions to grab parachutes along the way. Different color parachutes. Some are going to help you for the long term. Some are going to be short term parachutes. My short term parachutes were partying, drugs, meaningless relationships, and things that helped me for a moment, but then holes got popped in them and they don't work anymore. My parachutes that have stood the test of time so far and that I can see in the future standing the test of time are exercise, clean, healthy foods. These are parachutes that help me, that really are obvious that they are helping me and they can be performed long term. Parachute is an activity. Parachute for me are activities that help my mental health, that help me be grateful and help me enjoy my life. A life-changing book, yes. Yes, alcohol is a drug. My parachutes are the purpose I have in spreading my messaging. Mental health and physical health directly aligned. That fulfills me. It fulfills me to spread the message that changed my life for the better. It fulfills me to exercise and work out, one, because I know it maintains my mental state, and two, I'm working towards a goal. I'm progressing. Progression is one of my parachutes to get better at things. Sugar is a drug. Wheat is a drug? Ooh, I've never heard that one, but sugar, yes. Sugar is very addicting. The Alchemist. My other parachutes are my relationship with my parents, maintaining that, my relationship with my girlfriend / future fiance. Yeah, I'm thinking about going as Wolverine for Halloween. My parachutes are pretty much that. Maintaining my health through exercise, growing my health through exercise, and healthy foods. And maintaining healthy relationships with the people I love, spreading my message, helping myself to help others. Spreading my message helps me, and it also helps other people. And I might have to check that out, NeuroCult. There's that phrase, "What color is your parachute?" is also a book. That's also a book. your parachutes are your purposes. Natural sugars in moderation are perfectly fine, Mandita. From who, Hundo? I'm not sure. I didn't read the book, but I took that phrase and kind of spun it into my own. But natural sugars from fruits and honey and stuff like that, perfectly fine. What you got to watch out for is added sugars, processed sugars. What can we add to my little quote from the other day? Happiness just happens. Happiness does just happen. I agree with that, though. Happiness just happens. Mental stability is earned. The book is about a shepherd who wants to find treasure. He sells his flock in search for treasure. He goes on journeys that eventually finds his treasure, but it's not originally what he thought. It sounds like it's the treasure is the journey along the way style book. Penny, what? What, Penny? Penny. My cat hears your cat. That's not true, Laura. Some people have a self-destructive moral compass, basically, is they don't love themselves and they think that they deserve punishment, so they will punish themselves. Yes, this is the one that scratches. This is the one that scratches me. She's being sweet right now. She's being needy for attention, but look, she's biting and scratching my hand right now. That's all she does. That's what she does all day, every day, until she gets sleepy. I think I've spoiled her now that she knows she can walk up to me and meow, and I'll pick her up and give her attention. You just raised a litter of kittens? Oh. Oh, yeah. That's perfect, Mandita. That's your, you make your own goals, you set your own goals that keep you healthy and happy, and you do them. Me too. I'm not going to sit here and act like I eat perfect foods all the time, but my baseline of food is healthy. And there's also days that I pig out, for sure. E.T. and Big Head? This has been good conversation so far, though. Good conversation so far. Thank you for being here. Subscribe for more. I appreciate the community. I appreciate y'all, for the most part, staying in the conversation and not being too trollish. right? I think happiness is not something that, so happiness and contentness are different. W. Mendita, thank you. Thank you for your positivity, Neural Cult. Thank you, Mandita. I think happiness isn't something that, I don't know. I don't chase happiness really. I don't chase happiness. I kind of let happiness just do its thing. Happiness and contentment are very different. Contentment is much more on the lines of stability. Contentment is stable. Happiness isn't stable. Happiness is a spike. Happiness is a temporary thing. You know, everything's basically a temporary thing, but just because I work out and keep my physical health and mental health in check does not mean I will be happy all the time. Happiness is fleeting, yes. Happiness is fleeting. I think that you should strive for mental stability. I think you should strive for mental stability. That way it's a lot easier to feel that happiness, and it's easier to cling to that happiness when it's here. And that sadness is the adverse of happiness, right? But sadness is also temporary. Sadness is also temporary. So when you're mentally stable, your sadness doesn't go as low and probably doesn't stick around as long. You can use your tools that you've built to push the sadness away. Right, those are emotions. That's good. Yes. Happiness and sadness are emotions. Emotions are fleeting. Stability is an emotion. Stability is not an emotion. Stability is a conscious state. Stability is a conscious state of mind to where you've done things that help you choose stability. It makes it easier to choose that little amount of stress isn't enough to make you crash out. That little bit of sadness can be accepted, can be processed, and can be moved on from. That little piece of happiness can make you feel very good. It's a small thing. It's your kitten, your kitten's being goofy. And because you have stability, that doesn't get on your nerves. That makes you happy that your kitten is over there playing, is that you see a young kid playing baseball, and it helps you reminisce. You're not super stressed out about money or about your future or dwelling on the past. You're able to view that child and let it make you happy. Like being broke is just an emotional state. Not always. Being stressed about being broke is probably an emotional state, but my financial state is a little more than emotional. Right, Artemis, I agree. Basic happiness, yes, you're finding mental stability, James. I'm on a glass case of emotion being broke. Dude, the only reason I'm broke is because I feel broke. If I didn't feel broke, I wouldn't be broke. How do you feel about that, Glowing Walrus? Hello, Steve. Welcome to the stream. Mental health and physical health directly in line. Look, y'all will be able to see this cat. A little bit of this cat. Yeah, that's good advice right there, dog. That's good advice right there, dog. That's Naruto. Naruto Uzumaki. Simple solution, stop feeling. Fuck them bills. Love your parents, yes. A matching Sasuke? Maybe I should. I used to have a laser light, but I haven't thought about that, Matt. I need to get that. Right. Not if you're angry and not looking for the opportunity. Yeah, that was a joke, Chris. He was joking. Simple solution, stop feeling, Simple solution, just be happy. It's called a Naruto pop. It's called a pop. It's more of like a collector's item. Most people don't take them out of the boxes, but I'm not like a real collector, so I took it out of the box. Giving herself a bath. Yes, that's what I can imagine too, dog. I let him outside for a little bit today, and Mako, the big cat. The big cat Mako was very mad when I made her come back in. Nah. It's all plastic. Mako was mad at me and was meowing a lot, trying to want me to let her back outside, but she ran away one time and didn't come back for a day, so my girl is not really fond of letting her outside. She can't handle it. Because loneliness is a thing, and that's why it makes people sad, is because we're taught to think that we need a partner, that we need to reproduce, which I think it's pretty instinctual for us to want to reproduce. No, I haven't, dog, but that sounds grounding. It sounds very grounding. Only a day. I know. That's what I tried to tell her, DJ Reek, but she wouldn't listen. Oh yeah, Kakashi, bro. Kakashi is a great example. That I want a Kakashi. That my next painting is probably going to be Kakashi. The next time I sit down to paint, it's probably going to be Kakashi. That would be fire. See, I was there once too. Nati. I was there once too, Nati. And what I found is that exercise creates basically the same endorphins, or releases the same endorphins and same chemicals that drugs do. Right? Except exercise helps your body and your mind. Drugs hurt your body and your mind. And that helped me a lot. Mental health and physical health directly align. Is there a video on my channel with my art? Yeah, somewhere. I'm not professional by any means, but I feel like I've created some cool pieces. Even weed bad? I will say drugs are tools, right? I do both, Brandon. I will say drugs are tools. Yes. Yes, they are neural cult. They are. Exercise is more effective. One, because you're not putting harmful chemicals in your body. You're making your body create these chemicals. To name gratitudes, Mandita, to be grateful for what you have and not dwell on what you don't have. Name off your gratitudes every morning, as I do. I name off my gratitudes every morning, and it really helps me. I don't think you've healed from your last trauma yet, bro. I mean, I would say I'm in basically a constant state of healing. My last trauma was physical trauma with my knee, and no, I have not healed from that. I have not healed from that. My knee is still. My knee is still damaged. That's as far as I can bend it. And you can see the scars. So, no, I'm still healing from that. It's about managing it right. Neural code. It's always going to be a part. It's always a part of you. It's always a part of your story and of your lore. Your weight's going to fluctuate, Nati. Your weight is going to fluctuate. What you're looking for is the mental discipline and to prove to yourself that you can stay consistent, is to build consistency and work towards progression. Progress isn't linear, but progress is attainable. Yes, it's very taxing, dog. It's very taxing. That's a good way to put it. It's been very taxing mentally, and it's been very taxing physically, and it's been very taxing financially. But back to the weed. Back to the weed. Drugs are a tool. You know, drugs are like a hammer, right? A hammer is a great tool. A hammer is a great tool. But you don't always need to be swinging that hammer. Sometimes you use a hammer when you need a screwdriver and you break what you were working on. And if you think that you can use a hammer for everything, and sometimes things don't need fixing. Sometimes you don't need a tool. Sometimes you're using a tool just to use the tool and you end up breaking something. I like that analogy. Drugs are tools, and they should be used in moderation, and there should be a lot of times you keep those tools in the toolbox. And there's a lot of times that if you use that tool too aggressively, and all I'm trying to say, Nati, is that there's better ways than antidepressant drugs. There's exercise, and there's clean eats, and there's working towards goals. There's naming off affirmations in the morning. Tell yourself the things that you are and the things that you want to be. Name off each thing that you're grateful for every day. Walk. Go clear your mind. Go put your bare feet in the grass. Go touch grass. Go touch nature and breathe and just look around. Become present. Become mindful. There are better ways. How do you get a better immune system? I'm sure it's what you put in your body, vitamins and minerals. And exercise, I'm sure. And exposing yourself to like cold weather and stuff will probably grow. When I worked outside in the cold, after I got sick once, I felt like very immune. Take a hike, get out in nature, yes. Yeah, you'll probably have to bulk, or you need to get more fat on you if you want things to jiggle and shake. But all right, y'all. I got to get out of here and go to work. I got to get out of here and go to work. I got to go get ready for work. Thanks for being here. Peace and love. I can't quit my job. Listen, if y'all want me to quit my job, y'all got to start really financially supporting my content. I need a lot more financial support through my content if y'all want me to quit my job. Peace and love, mental health and physical health directly aligned. Helping yourself is helping the people around you. You have purpose. You matter. Subscribe for more. I'll be back for a lunchtime stream at about 1 o'clock. And then I'll be back maybe tonight if I cook, maybe not. But I will definitely be back tomorrow morning around the same time. Peace and love. I'm grateful for you. Again, you have purpose and you matter. I will see y'all later.